Greetings everyone, Savalis here with a brand new Total War Warhammer campaign. I haven't been playing this game much lately due to school, but I am on break and there is a new mini-campaign featuring the Elves. So, I have been wanting to check it out for a little while now, and I am very excited. The Season of Revelation. Obviously, we will be playing the Wood Elves. Now, the Wood Elves do have, two races, if you look like here in the Grand Campaign. You can play the Wood Elves proper, or this Tree Giant race, but I believe for this campaign we will only be playing... Oh, no, we can play them both. Alright, so I've had a little bit of experience with playing both of these, and I do prefer the vanilla Wood Elves, as I'm just not that big on the monsters. Each one will be hard, and this one's more Forest Spirit focused, so I prefer the missile focused. It is just how I like to play Warhammer. Or not Warhammer, Total War. So we will be playing Orion, who kind of looks like a satyr. I've been playing a lot of Warcraft, so I'm instinctually thinking he's a bad guy. So, let's see. We will be playing on normal, and like, I haven't gotten to look at the map real well, but it looks like we will have a relatively small area to handle. In the Grand Campaign, the Wood Elves can only build their main stuff in the forest area, but they can take over the entire map, which is nice. Let's get started!
The deep wood stirs. The chill winds of winter are past, and the season of war is here.
Beastmen.
The Asray are hunters. And the forest is our home. Woe betide those foolish enough to threaten it. There have been sacrifices, but we are ready. He is ready. The wild hunt begins!
Alright, so we will be playing as the Wood Elves, which I think is probably the most overpowered faction now because of their sheer variety. They've got monsters, they've got weapons, they've got flying, they've got a lot of good soldiers, powerful magic. About the only thing they don't have is artillery. They've even got some really good cavalry. So, I like to play this with a missile focus, which is why the Wood Elves are pretty much a perfect race for me. I really like to... My standard strategy in Warhammer is build up some kind of defense, let them charge me, and whittle down them with arrows on the way in, and then overcome them in the melee. Now, I have played some of the Grand Campaign as the Wood Elves just to kind of get the feel for them, so I have a pretty good idea on how to play them. The Amber resources are interesting, as we shall see soon. Gotta deal with a little bit of load time. So, I had to do some experimenting with this game, because when I was playing it, I cranked everything up to max. I have a 1080 now, so I can get pretty good frames. However, I was playing in the DirectX 12 beta for this game, which actually doesn't allow my recording software to work, so that was a bit of a problem. So I'm not sure how good the graphics are going to be this time around. They'll be better than last time, but still, I don't know if they'll be at full ultra like they were before. But damn, it was beautiful, and I was getting really, really good frames during battles. I have the units on large rosters now. Huge is still a little overkill. Plus, sometimes it just doesn't feel right. Like the bigger the unit rosters, the more like these giant trees are less valuable. It's like what happened during my Empire campaign. The specialists, like the mages, the rogues, and my heroes, they would get cut down constantly in auto-resolve fights because they were a single unit, so they'd take a pretty big percentage health damage. And they don't heal as fast as units replenish.
Greetings, Orion, king in the woods. You awake to a world sorely in need of you. Athelloren lies broken and in ruin. A sickness lies upon the forest, sapping its strength. With it, many great halls have fallen to darkness in your absence, and the once mighty Oak of Ages is now a bleak shadow of its former glory. Though you are born into fleeting life, Orion, through your strength, the forest will heal. This is the time of rebirth, for Ariel, for Kernus, and for Athelloren.
How they play. What elves? As Athelloren's beating heart, the Oak of Ages must reach its highest level. Use Amber to upgrade the mighty oak. If the Oak of Ages is lost, you lose. Very unfortunate when that happens. Amber is produced each time a settlement is occupied, a battle quest is completed, and whenever a military alliance is forged. Occupying a major settlement will provide more amber than through an alliance. Wood elves can occupy any settlement. Amber is consumed by buildings, tech, and units. Having a negative supply of amber will cause very nasty penalties for your entire faction. In multiplayer campaigns, amber is not received from treaties with the other unit. Alright, so I need to take stock of the map. Alright. It's maybe big. Not 100% sure how far the map actually goes. Fog of War is a factor. Alright, so there's the Oak of Ages. Now, fortunately, this thing does come with a pretty sizable garrison, you can already see. 4 good archers, wild riders, 3 dryads, a treeman, and more archers. So this thing is well defended. But the upgrades will be important. Now, I'm noticing right away that it has a very different upgrade path than in the Grand Campaign. In the Grand Campaign, there are 6 upgrades, and the first one only costs 1 amber, so I immediately take it. This one requires 6, so that will take longer to build. Alright, so ooh, looks like we're going to have Chaos Corruption as an issue soon. Good, our hold's already up. Another Grand Campaign thing I noticed is that you had a lot more options, but it looks like for this they're letting it play out more normally. Interesting. Wow, look at this map. Beautiful. Things are frozen over here. I might have to go break them out of that, or that could be on purpose. So much to see. Now, from what I've gathered from the Warhammer lore, and I don't know too much about it, this guy, Orion, is an arbiter, basically, of the Great Oak, and princes will sacrifice themselves to become him. So, a cycle of rebirth, basically. Alright, for our base starting units, we've got Shielded Eternal Guards and regular Eternal Guards, which are your basic spearmen. They're pretty good in melee. They held up well against the orcs. We've got Way Watchers, Deepwood Scouts, and Wild Riders. I love these guys. Alright, the Way Watchers are... which one are they? Okay, these are the good archers. Well, they're both good, but these are like the really good. These ones are more standard, but they're also very powerful. Do still have access to our very, very large variety of buildings. and I never really quite figured out what the Athaloran tree is. Temples are important for tech. Pretty decent variety of economic buildings. Good defense all around. Nice support, and a huge variety of different military units. So I think our priority, though, will be the Glade Hunters, so that way we can get Glade Guard, and then work our way up to Deepwood Scouts, and eventually Way Watchers. But in order to upgrade our key... Oh, hey, sweet, they've removed the Amber cost. Since there's only the few you'll get in the Grand Campaign, there were costs every time up, but now I can go all the way up to Tier 4 without an issue. Awesome. Surplus, but we'll only go up to 6 instead of 12. Alright. Let's see. First we have a Beastmen Horde. Probably a really standard Gore Herd. What can I recruit? A Glade Guard. And just Eternal Guard. Can I upgrade? I could upgrade and get War Dancers, which are the anti-infantry infantry. And then I didn't get to Wildwood Rangers last time. But I think it'll be important to retake Tel Ithir. So, how much money do we have? 10,000. That's a good. Oh, tech. So, this is where the amber starts to add up real fast. I believe each tech is just a wood god. This one increases ward saves and leaderships. Diplomacy. And then this is more combat based. It all ends here. So I think I'll take us down the combat tree. I'm going to auto-resolve most battles unless there's a unit I really want to try out. Just for the sake of time. This is a YouTube campaign after all. So I'm going to pick up the Blade Guard and upgrade to the Trickster's Gallery. War Dancers were helpful. I will do one unit, or one turn of recruitment. I think it'll be more important to have more melee first, because these are the Beastmen. Alright, let's end the turn. Wow, I didn't even have time to look at the different units that I saw pop up. Okay, let's update that as well. Alright, we've got more units. Let's go fight Ashko Solrend, who peaced out. Alright, so just got some basic herds. We're crushing easily. Ah, yeah. Nice decisive victory. Although it looks like they'll live to fight another day. Probably because I need more cavalry. I'll release the captives. I'm in the early stages, so... Oh! Never mind, forgot. If they retreat and then lose, they're wiped out. And Orion has a very interesting skill tree. Most of the Wood Elves do, so... These are his two little ability things, and these increase his... what do you call it? Okay. Thinking, and... Okay. So this increases his ranged effectiveness. He is actually a ranged hero, but this increases his melee abilities and his Hounds of Orion spell. Now, these are two exclusive branches of magic, I think. Where's the undo button? Okay, so maybe not. Sometimes I notice one will exclude the other, but he might be a unique and the ability to have both. But since we'll be auto-resolving almost everything, his campaign improving stuff will be far more valuable. All right, we'll back next. The oak looking good. So we've got 3 amber right now from just having Kingsglade. We'll be heading out to conquer, I'm sure, in no time. Where's the objectives? Diplomacy. Oh, this is useful. Okay, so we actually have a pretty big map. So we're here. Take that back. Friendly with Altwith. We can trade with them, so I'm
I
going
will
to
not
start
believe a word you say.
trade
Speak
agreement.
anyway.
Okay, see, this is the one thing that bothers me very much. Um, all the dialogue between elves is really negative, even when I've got them at a full alliance. So that bothered me a lot. But I'm gonna try and ally with as many of the elves as I can. Right, I think that's it for this turn.
Your halls are secure once more, Orion. But the larger question still remains. Who is to blame for the damage done? Mayhap our neighbors, the Bretonnians? Or the ever-festering orcs from the mountains? Whoever is responsible, we must push forth from the forests to seize their lands in retribution.
Shield of Athel-Loren!
So I didn't get a proper quest.
Attack!
Alright, we're gonna colonize this. Gain some amber. We're gonna lose some money and some soldiers, but it'll be worth it.
You have my blessing.
Now we have total control of the province. Very helpful. Although I'm not seeing the thing pop up. Alright, let's restore the coast. Because if you look, it's still destroyed, basically. Warheart of the Shadowgrave has been destroyed. Excellent. So, one more turn just because I want to look at the tree being built. Ah, sweet. We've got our first bit of tech. So, we have a stone built there at least. Alright, how's the army?
Master of the Wild Hunt.
Yeah, still going to be a couple turns. But we can now begin expanding. So I'm going to pick up 2 War Dancers, 1 more Deepwood Scouts. In the economy, we're in pretty good shape. Oakle needs 6 to boost, so we still need another walled province or 2 more. I think our next order of business will be to retake here. And then fall is... Well, I think that'll be the end, though. Our land we take and build
Lord of the
upon.
Forest.
Oh, need tech. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go down the... what is, I've believed, the military path. Now, the really good stuff all requires amber. This will be our second expenditure of amber, will be this particular tech, because the Beastmen are never your allies. The Bretonnians you can ally with.
Riotous
Oh, hey,
beastmen
got a
have
new-
spotted near our borders, my lord, doubtless intent on spreading their chaotic brutality. They are surely responsible for defiling our halls. It is what they live for. They appear now leaderless, but still single-mindedly bent on a vision of pure destruction. The threat they pose is ever increasing. Do not underestimate them. They are the enemy of all civilization. You must confront these ravenous beasts and put them to rout.
With pleasure. Excellent. The Great Council gave us money. Okay, so... got some allies there. Fences. And... could upgrade from 1 supply, but I'd rather not. So this one will be an economic building. So this provides really good income. But this provides growth, which I feel we need more of. Also, it'll provide us with furs, which are an excellent trade resource. Alright, how's the army looking?
You have orders?
Still 2 turns out from being fully replenished. More dancers. Let's get a couple of these special archers.
I will grant your request.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. And this turn... Voice of the Forest. Excellent, we got a Waystalker. Our rogue unit. I'm going to send him out against Beast. Also get some scouting done. All right. We are going to wrap up this episode with a quick look at the diplomacy screen. So they like us plenty. We have a non-aggression pact with them. Let's get some trade going. Oh, they don't want to trade. Okay. What about you? We trade with you? We cannot trade with you. Can't trade with anyone but these guys.
You have been granted safe passage.
They would be down for a defensive alliance, and I will give it to them. I believe allies are very important, especially in a smaller campaign. We'll deal with the Beastmen initially, and then we'll have to go north and take down Bretonians. Alright, well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode, and until next time, farewell.